1,000-pound gorilla in the room. What are your plans for the offseason? Obviously, you're an RFA, so you don't have your choice of going anywhere necessarily, but do you want to stay here? And what talks have you and your agent had at this point?
Yeah, no talks. Obviously, we real focused on the playoffs. Obviously, last month and a half there, but well, I'm sure we'll start talking here pretty soon. Love to stay. That's obvious. I think they know that everywhere from Tom all the way down. Knows that I'd like to stay, and I like to think they like to have you back. So we'll see. We'll see if we can figure something out there. But haven't thought about it too much. All I know is I definitely want to stay. They were good to me, and I plan on being as loyal as I can back. So hopefully we can come up with a little game plan and try to get something done.
What do you mean they were good to you? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, if you look at last summer, I mean, there was, not to go into too much detail, there's a lot of options that, we thought we had and were supposed to have in a sense that didn't come to fruition as time went on there. And then you come to Carolina and it was open arms. Basically, we had good conversations from talking with ownership to coaching staff to management. And I felt like they were good to me. They listened to me. They trusted me and took me in as, kind of with no, trying to think of the word I want to use, like no collar on you, basically kind of let you do your thing. And then, earn their trust and just play your game. There was no like, hey, if you do or say any little thing, you're out or whatever, anything like that. And I thought I came in and it was myself around the guys, myself around team and management and just played my game. And I thought that, it translated into a positive thing for the team and myself. So that's probably how I say, you know what I mean? Good to me. In a sense, I probably could have used better wording, but I'm a loyal guy. And I told them that from the beginning. I said, you guys were good to me. I'll use it again. And I'm very loyal. So hopefully we're able to do something together.
Is that another way of saying you went better than maybe you expected it would?
Well, my play was never a question for myself. I'm confident in my game. And I thought that, my play was going to get right back to where maybe it took a little bit longer than I would have liked. The training camp wasn't my best training camp ever, but I hadn't played in almost a year. So it went well. Obviously, this is really disappointing to even be talking to you guys right now. So really, we had it's the best team I've been on since I came into the league by a wide margin. A lot of talent, a lot of good players, great coach. It's tough, but that's what happens. That's what happens in a playoff series and stuff. So it is what it is. We got to just try to figure it out. I hope I'm part of it. I hope we could, if I am part of it, we continue to get better and take that next step.
Losing in the playoffs is never easy. Did it hurt you a little bit more to lose to that team?
Yeah, I mean, when the series is over, you congratulate those guys. I still got a lot of friends in the team. Obviously, we're as tough on each other as it gets during the stuff with sticks and words and checks. But when it's over, you wish them well. And I told them guys, I said, go try to win it all, right? So obviously, you don't want to lose to them, especially for me personally and the other guys in the room. That goes for anybody on the other team you're on. But it's just anybody we lost to is going to be the same feeling, especially that early in the playoffs is for us. I just think it wasn't not the way it should have went, in my opinion. I think everybody will tell you the same thing, but that's the way it goes, especially when you give teams chances to push you to a seventh game. You got to find a way to close out series, and we weren't able to do that. And in a game 7, anything could happen. You look at that, you get a goal here early in the game. We get a couple chances to tie it right away. Another goal, another chance to make it 2-1, nothing. Then you try to catch up and it's too late. You only have so much time in a game, right? Doesn't matter how you play. It's 60 minutes later, it's over.
Was it difficult in the sense of when we talked to you when you first signed, you talked about give me a shot, and because there was a lot of pushback from fans, and you also talked about I have to prove it, that I've learned and I've moved on. How difficult was that process now that you've gone through a whole year of kind of settling in and making all those things work in that regard? It
wasn't too difficult. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that people don't, from the outside looking in, have no clue whatever happened in the past, what was going on, what was said, what was done, what happened in New York. They have zero idea. And it's not something I'm ever going to go into, really. It is what it is. It's in the past. But Carolina, when talking to these guys, listened to what I had to say. And there's a couple other teams, obviously, that listened to it as well. And I told them I'm a pretty honest guy. So when I talk to these teams, I said, hey, you're going to find out everything you got to find out no matter what. There's a million hockey people that I've been around before. So I told them exactly what happened, my side of every story of anything they wanted to know. And I said, this is how it is, 1, 2, 3, whatever, we go through it. And I said, there's a lot of other stuff to come up with it that people try to bring into it, maybe politically or whatever that tried to go into, but it had nothing to do with it. We talked and I said, once I get on the ice, that's what we're gonna be worried about, right? And off the ice, I think I've proven, I think the guys like me a lot, and I think that the people around here have come to like me a lot. So I wasn't worried about that at all, but I just was happy to be given a shot, like you said. And I said, if you give me a shot, I said, I'll make it worth your while. That's my word to you, and I think I tried to do a pretty good job of that.
When you were out earlier this year, Rod said something about, well, when he's not in the lineup, we have to do it a different way. And that's a compliment to you in saying you're a unique player in what you bring. Is that part of what's attractive about being here, is the role you can play in your development individually? Do you see yourself reaching a level that you haven't yet reached, that you could really be an impactful player?
Yeah, I think there's more level to get to. I think this year started to get to that all-around level. Like offensively, I was there already, right? But I thought this year defensively started to round into shape big time. And obviously learning off Slavo has a help in that. You watch him play defense, and then you're like, I gotta learn a couple things over here on my side of the ice. But it was a good system for me too. I think the system fit what I do on the ice. But I thought I defended a lot better, and I think that was a big step in what I'm trying to do here to become an even better player.
How would you assess your postseason?
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, listen, I think I played real well, but at the same time, I like to say this: if you consider yourself a big time player, which I like to consider myself, I think that I need to find a way to finish some of them chances I had in the second round here. I had a lot of chances. I had a lot of good chances in this series to put one past Shesterkin, and I don't care how good of a goalie he is. You got to find a way to put one of them in, and I didn't do that. So I was disappointed in myself a little bit there. I would like to be able to find a way to get one in. I mean, there were some chances there to get a big goal, whether it's in Game 7 to make it 2-1 or whatever the case may be. But wasn't able to do that. But I mean, hockey-wise, I thought I played well. I thought I tried to, bring a playoff type mentality. I try to do that all the time, but especially in the playoffs, and play a full 200-foot game, a hard game, a tough game, and then I liked my game, but at the end of the day, it's just not enough. And I thought I could have done a little more, especially in the goal department, to try to help the team.
What about off the ice stunning? I mean, this is not Manhattan, obviously, here. What was it like moving here and just being a part of this community? And obviously, people that come here and play, they love it here and want to play here. I mean, what was it like for you? You're more of a
Yeah, I mean, I was always a fan of New York, just the living and stuff. But it gets hectic sometimes. So you come down here, and I wake up in the morning. I'm not panicking to make sure there's no traffic. It's not going through my head. Oh, I might sit in an hour and a half of traffic today on the way to the rink. So I get up. I'm at the rink in 10 minutes, and hanging out with the guys, have breakfast, not rushing into the rink or getting up earlier. Different lifestyle, but it's better hockey style. So I was much happier with the hockey and what was going on here. So that makes my life much easier outside the rink, right? But I'm not going to compare Manhattan to Raleigh, but I tell you what, the fans here were a lot better than any fans I've had. We had a loud building. We got loyal fans. I mean, I know a couple nights ago it was tough. People probably buying all kinds of stuff on Ticketmaster or whatever they were doing, but we got great fans. We got great, energy around the city. A lot of people realize who we are, which I didn't expect to happen in Raleigh. But it's a nice city. It's good living. Easy to get around. There's some pretty good food, actually. If you look around, there's find some places. I didn't know where to go at the start. I ordered City Barbecue a couple times, and I was like, where the hell's the barbecue in this place? I'm in Raleigh, and started to find it after a little while. Sorry, City Barbecue, but it's a good city and a spot to play in. And I've been on a good amount of teams now, so I know a lot of guys around the league, and I've told guys, not that they're all free agents or whatever, just in general. Like, hey, you guys got a bad perception of Raleigh. Maybe I said it's a sellout crowd almost every night. It's a good organization. It's a good place to live. Like, there's a lot going on. Half the league is golfers. I think they're pro golfers in the NHL. So I said, there's great golfing and stuff. So I stink, but half the league is pretty good, it seems. So I said, you guys got golf and stuff too. There's a lot going on, and I think the city just keeps getting better and better from what I see going on too. A lot of buildings going up and all that. So it's good. I like it.
You're not talking any slower.
Say that again.
You're not talking slower.
No, I'm still on. I'm still on Northeast time zone. With my mouth here. No, I can't slow down. There's one speed.
The one that I wanted to add to the comfort level when now looking back, like, was that right away? Did you feel it
Yeah,
quick?
much quicker than I'm pretty laid back until I get to know guys, and then I don't shut up, as Chip just starting to realize now. But
Not just now.
it's you watch on the ice too. It took me only, I'm telling you, 2-3 weeks now. Granted, I had a couple guys here that I already knew, which makes it a little bit easier when you're going out to lunch with, maybe they know somebody and you go hang with them. Next thing you know, you're talking with this guy, that guy, whatever. But 2 weeks, I got here right after Labor Day, and by the start of the season, my yap was going. And I think the guys, I think they don't mind it. Sometimes if people talk way too much, I think they'd like, shut this guy up. But I think I know what I'm doing there. So we had a lot of fun. It's a great group of guys here.
How about your relationship with Rod this year?
Yeah, he's awesome. I mean, everybody will say the same thing about him. He's the best. He played, and he was such a good player when he played and played for so long. He just gets he understands the player so well, so much more than previous years for myself, that you just play, right? And this is the way we're going to play. He's the boss, and you follow the boss's lead, and that's something I like. Like, here's the structure. This is what we're going to do. You just do it within the structure, and if you play, you're going to continue to play, and your minutes are going to reflect what's going on. Obviously, in his opinion, that's all you need to know. You don't need to be in his office and be like, "Hey, how did I play last night?" Or that's not really my style. Like, just you show me in minutes and opportunity that you're given and stuff like that. And he's a motivator too. He motivates you. It's tough to play, and you guys have seen it now for 4 years. It's tough to go 82 games of the season to have guys playing hard, and he's mastered that, to have guys playing hard 1 through 82. You look at how hard we go the whole entire season. Obviously, there's some games where you guys are like, "What the hell's going on out there?" But it's tough. It's a long season. You're traveling. You're going back and forth. You're practicing, and the way he's able to get us to buy in for 1 to 82 and give it your all. And then obviously in the playoffs, everybody definitely gave it their all. I know that for a fact. It's just it's an impressive thing for a coach to do.
When you're the quote unquote power play quarterback, how much do you take in realizing that needs to improve next season? I know in the regular season it was fine. Playoffs, obviously, it was a struggle.
Yeah, I think you were going to say atrocious.
That's right.
I was going to say trouble. Yeah.
Trouble.
No, you know what? I lost, and this is not even a lie. I lost some sleep. I've been rolling around in bed for not even just about the power play, but just in general the last couple of weeks and the last couple of days, especially. It's frustrating because there's such good talent on both units, and this series, I'll tell you what, I'm not to make excuses or pick up for us, because this wasn't good enough. The puck's got to go in the net. I don't care how many power plays you have, but this series, it really was good puck movement. There was sustained zone time. There was good entries. I can't even tell you how many posts we hit in this series. Maybe 5 or 6 just on the power play. So that isn't as bad as, the first series to me was really a struggle, and we wind up getting through it. But this series, just the puck needed to go in. That's it. I'm not going to tell you that the power play was bad in this series. I really don't think it was. I mean, we had a ton of zone time. We had a ton of shots, ton of pressure. We couldn't score. So that was frustrating, but you got to score is the end result. But it was a little bit of a struggle from game 60 on, and hopefully we could fix it in the future.
After you had that Gordie Howe hat trick, I remember you said that you thought you won people over. There are still people who you may not ever win over. Does that bother you at all? And do you understand that point of view at all?
People can have whatever point of view they like. It doesn't bother me. I never have a problem with somebody else's opinion. They don't, I think we got a lot of support here. I'll talk about the positive side. I think I got a lot of support from the fans and stuff around here. So that's all I care about. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. They could think what they want, say what they want. They definitely say what they want, especially on social media. They say a lot there, but no, it's fine. I hope we can continue to win over more, but it is what it is. All right, thanks. Thank you, guys.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
much.
Have a good summer.